Aerial animals are adapted to fly. Some animals like bird and insects spend most of their time in the air. Birds fly with the help of their wings that are modified forelimbs attached to their strong chest muscles. Their bones are hollow and light to make flying easily for them. They have a streamlined body. Their two legs help them to walk on the ground. Insects like butterflies, bees, and houseflies have wings to fly. These wings are made up of thin scales with different colors. Bats are mammals that can fly. Their skin stretches from the side to their body to the forelimbs, forming wing like structure. Aquatic life adaptation for moving in water. Aquatic animals have special features to survive in water. Fish have a streamlined body and fins that help them to swim in water. They move their body from side to side as they move ahead. They use their tail and other fins to blanching and changing direction. Frogs and ducks swim by kicking the water with their waved hind legs. Turtles use their paddle-like limbs to push the water backward as they move forward. Penguins use their short, strong forelimbs called flipper to swim in water. Adaptation for migration. Some animals like birds, eel, etc. travel long distance to change their habitat every year. They do this in search of food to escape the extreme cold weather and to give birth to their young ones. They return to their original habitat when the winters end. This long journey, called migration, is a natural phenomenon for these animals. Their bodies are adapted for undertaking such long travels. The Arctic tern makes the longest migration every year in winters. From the Arctic to the Antarctic, where it is summer at the time. They have well developed strong wings and tail for flying such long distance. Some eels swim from the fresh waters to the salt water of the sea to lay their eggs. The parent eels die there while the young eels swim back to their original habitat. Locusts are migratory insects. They move in huge swarms from one place to another in search of food. They cause great damage to crops. Siberian cranes come to India during the winters and return to Siberia during the summer. They make the longest distance migration among the cranes. Adaptation for exchange of gases. All animals breathe in order to stay alive. Animals like animals living in different places have different organs for breathing and for exchange of gases. Breathing through lungs. All mammals, birds, and reptiles breathe through their lungs. Birds have small holes near the base of their beaks through which the air enters and passes to their lungs. When human beings breathe in, the air enters through the nose and fills the lungs, making them expand. The air leaves the lungs and the lungs contract when we breathe out. The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle below the lungs that controls breathing through expansion and contraction. Blood has a special substance called hemoglobin that carries oxygen to all parts of the body. Exchange of gases through moist skin. Animals like earthworms and other small organisms absorb air for breathing through their moist skin. A frog also breathes through its skin when in water. On land, frogs breathe through their lungs. Breathe through gills. Animals that live in water take in air dissolved in water. Fish breathe with the help of their gills. They take in water through their mouth, and as the water passes over the gills, the oxygen dissolved in the water is absorbed and the carbon dioxide is given out. Tadpoles and prawns also breathe through their gills. Breathing through spiracles. Insects have tiny holes called spiracles on the side of their body. Air enters through these holes and reaches all the body parts through tiny breathing tubes called trachea.